Hey guys, it's Gabriel. Continuing right where we left off, after we signed the contracts, we were told that our co-teachers would be coming. One of my first impressions of Sunny was she was short and her name matched her personality. It like matched her aura from what I could tell. She was just very happy and very welcoming, and from the moment that I met her, I got a very special vibe, almost like a vibe from my own mom. Being as it is that my mom is Korean, there was a lot of things that I could relate with Sunny, and before joining EPIK, you know, I read and heard and watched many stories on YouTube about, you know, different ways that your relationship with your co-teacher can go. Some people say, you know, it's very normal. It's like you guys work together and then out of work it's just, you know, you don't really talk. Some people have a very close relationship with their co-teachers, and some people have a very terrible relationship with their co-teacher because differences of personality, differences of how, you know, they teach. And so, you know, I was mentally prepared for the absolute worst thing. From the moment that I met her, 70% of those worries and fears were like thrown out the window. We start walking out of the airport. As soon as we stepped out, she was like, "Oh, so your name is Gabriel?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "Are you Christian?" I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "Oh." You know, like she was so happy and so excited. "You don't know, I prayed for God to send me a Christian person to work with, and God answered my prayers." If any of you know my mom, like, you know that she's very religious, and so instantly I was thinking like, oh no. Like, I didn't think of it in a bad way. I actually thought of it in like a very endearing kind of way. One, because I think that she's somebody that could, I guess, hold me morally accountable. Not that I would go and like burn buildings or anything, but it's nice to know that I have somebody that can relate from a Christian standpoint. I genuinely feel like I was blessed and I was meant to go to this school. And Sunny is a, you know, is a huge reason why I do feel like it was sort of meant to be. We have very similar senses of humor. Some of my EPIK friends that I've met here, whenever they see me and Sunny get together, they see all the shenanigans and all of the, you know, ridiculousness. I feel like she's almost like my host mother. She was just very helpful in teaching me where things were, driving me to places to get whatever I needed, make sure that I get the cheapest prices on things, just very proactive. So we talk in the car, she tells me how I ended up at the school. She drives over to my home area, which is actually very close to my school. My apartment tour is very close. You guys won't see it today, but it will be here next week. That I can promise you. So she takes me to my apartment, and you know, I had a couple of thoughts and feelings about it, and I thought it was kind of small, and I wasn't really happy about my shower situation. But as it stands now, actually not even like 3 weeks in, my mindset had completely changed on all of those things. One, as far as it being small, I was talking to my mom and she reminded me, "Oh, your cousin went to Cambodia. She had no room." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's true." And she was like, "And the bathroom was outside. She had to walk to some other house." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's true." So I just felt like really spoiled. So I was like, okay, she's not the one to complain to. No, but I definitely understood that, and honestly, it instantly like shifted my mindset about it. When I came to the apartment, I found out that it had been available for a couple of days, and so it was a waste that we had purchased a hotel. Obviously, I couldn't have been like, "Hey, Sunny, you know, is my place ready?" Like, I knew nobody here, so she did feel bad about that. For you future EPIK people, if you can send an email to EPIK or something and see if maybe they know whether or not your place is already available or not, you know, that could be an option as well. Yeah, so after we leave my apartment, we go straight to the school. I have a few pictures that I took from my first time walking around. When I saw my area, I couldn't believe how big my room was. I kind of had like my own, you know, office space, and then she showed me her classroom, and it made everything feel so much more real. And it's like I knew what I was here for, and I knew what I signed on for, but to actually see where the work will be done, it just made me that much more excited. That was one of the first moments that I realized I knew that I wanted to do this. I didn't realize how much I wanted to do it until I actually got here, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was so pumped and ready and excited to actually be a teacher. Like, I don't know, like it just seems so crazy to me because I've had so many teachers in my life that really influenced who I am as a person, all the way down from like first grade. I remember I had like the worst experience of transitioning to second grade. I thought that when you finish first grade, the teacher that you have is a teacher that stays with you forever, like for your entire entire life. It was the last day of first grade and the teacher was like, I hope you guys like, you know, your new teacher next year. And I was like, what? I was like, what are you saying right now? Like, where are you going? My brother explained to me that you don't have the same teacher. I just started crying and it was like the worst day of my life. I definitely didn't make the same mistake during my second grade. I just kind of realized, okay, this is coming, you know, we only get a limited time with our teachers. And so I think that kind of helped me realize that, you know, my teachers are precious to me and the time that I have with them is limited, so just kind of make the best of it. And also, I didn't always get along with my peers. Bullying and dealing with differences, it was a bit of a struggle for me, and so teachers were always sort of the people that I went to vent and to feel like my voice was heard, and they were like my friends and my teachers and, you know, other adults that I could talk to, and other adults, I wasn't even an adult, just adult figures that I could talk to outside of my own parents. And so all of that is what I was thinking of when I saw the classroom, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be one of those people. Maybe the influence won't be as great because of the language barrier, but you know, I wrote on my EPIK application that my goal is to somehow change their lives, or at least I hope so, even if it's in a small way. Yeah, so it was really nice. It was also like even cool because the teachers that I was really close to in high school, like I still talk to today, and I remember thinking in high school, like, gosh, I want to be like their friends and I want to like hang out and go see movies and go eat and like do all these things. And it's so funny because I think my first or second week at the school, Sunny had like shared with the students that we had gone out to dinner, and the students had like this glistening in their eyes, like, oh, they're friends and they hang out after school. Like they had like this really like, that's so cool kind of look. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm friends with a teacher. Like I've become that, and I don't know, maybe I sound completely crazy. I don't know, that's just how I've always felt. And so I was like, I'm a teacher and I'm friends with teachers. It's really cool. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely be sure to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Zuff678. Be yourself, love yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye. My stomach just growled again. So you take your shoes off and then you wear these in here for the bathroom. Toilet. This toilet looks like legit. Oh, I guess it doesn't splurt up anything. It's just a Korean toilet, but oh.